Here we are again in the land of NTW 3, where cannon barrages, musket battles, and cavalry charges rule the world. And we are here with another glorious 4v4. And I've been told that this one has a huge cavalry battle in it, so I'm looking forward to this one. We have, obviously, 4 French armies here again today. We have 1815 France over on this left flank here. They are being joined by 1809. Like Poland is like Poland and the Confederation of the Rhine, I think it is. I think it's like that core there, that Polska faction. And then we also have way back here, we have 1809 France Austria campaign, and we also have all the way over there another 1815 France in like the Flemish campaign. Today it looks like they will be taking on, what is this? Oh, this is more like Uhlans. Today they look like they're going to be taking on the Prussians. We've got the HRE over here. I did see the British and the Netherlands way over there as well. And I think there's another like Austria and Russia like combo army back there. So that's like 1806 or something like that, if I'm correct. Something like that. Yeah, they're just way back there. But yeah, so it should be a really good one. I'm really looking forward to this one already. As you can see, the British Anglo-Dutch army over here already moving forward. We've got some hussars here already scouting ahead, looking like they're going to try and take out some of these units. They've got the Polish faction over here. It's got units scattered all over the place. It's got like a little Dutch unit down here. That's probably going to get mauled in a moment, I imagine. It looks like both the HRE and the Prussians here just keep feinting with each other. It's going to be pretty interesting. As you can see, a massive cav fight already setting up. Lots and lots of cuirassiers already been moved into position here for the Prussians. But dragoons, so we've got plenty of like chevaliers and dragoons there as well. It's going to be a big one, that's for sure. The French bringing up lots of hussars. They've got dragoons of their own. There's more cavalry in this forest here. My gosh, chasseurs. Got dragoons of Baden. Lots of Uhlans and other dragoon units over here. These are Russian like dragoons. I'm pretty sure that I'd like part of this weird corps that you have if you bring this Polish corps. It's a really weird one. But yeah, they're going in there. There is another cavalry fight going on over here as well. Looks like, look at this, the Poles are being pushed back at the moment. But their Uhlans going in. Looks like they might rout this cavalry unit here. This is like the Russian cavalry unit, that early Russian cavalry unit. Looks like they might take out that one as well. Wow, these Uhlans don't mess about. But they look like they're about to get charged there. The other cav fight is getting ready, but it's not yet ready to initiated, let's say. Yeah, there you go. The Prussians there being very much victorious and routing all of the Polish cavalry. I mean, they did take some losses themselves with the coalition forces. So, I mean, the French did have some joy, but not total joy, put it like that. And they actually managed to catch this other unit in the forest over here. I thought this unit was... I mean, these are guard chevaliers. I mean, they are good, I'd imagine, as guardsmen. They're going to rout that Prussian unit with them. Yet managed to rout it. Really well done. I was going to say, I would have thought they'd run away, but I guess as a guard cavalry unit, they kind of thought they had a decent chance in that fight, and they did. So yeah, really well done there. They're actually going to chase the Prussians. Honestly, they were probably fine. They probably didn't need to chase them. But yeah, this Poland faction over here looks like it's brought like almost all cavalry. It's an incredible amount of cavalry they've been able to bring so far. I mean, they've got like one little unit of infantry over there. I've not really seen much else in the way of infantry, really. Looks like that's going to come down to the job of the 1815 faction and also the Austrian faction back here. And they're bringing up cuirassiers. They're way back, but they have cuirassiers back here. So they will be interesting to see them go into the fight. I think just the one unit, but it should be enough. I imagine that's what the French are waiting on patiently. I can hear more cavalry charges going in. Oh, they're trying to catch these Prussians. I don't think they will. The dragoons here being super aggressive. There is an artillery piece back here that's also very much open for taking. It looks like the Prussians are going to counter charge maybe. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Uhlans going in. They're not slowing down. This is going to be a cavalry fight, that is for sure. And yeah, the Prussians getting chipped away. And here we go, another cavalry fight going in and over here as well. These look like the Prussian dragoons. It looks like it's the 1806 Prussia. It certainly looks like from like the uniforms and stuff like that. Definitely 1806. In go dragoons here. And they look like they're just destroying the Prussians across the front with their cavalry. right now. I mean, also helps the Poniatowski up here, helping that morale. And we have some cuirassiers in here as well, by the way. So the heavy cav's also been committed. They'll hold the line for a while. More heavy cav coming up now. It looks like the French, those Les Saracens, have seen enough action for now. They're retreating. It looks like these Russian dragoons are going to be routed, I imagine, by the cuirassiers here. This is kind of confusing, actually. We have Russian dragoons on both sides of the fight, I imagine. I imagine the combo faction of Austria and Russia's brought some. We've got some more like Dragooni coming up. They're going to try and rout those cuirassiers here with a charge. In they go. They have in fact routed themselves a very expensive heavy cav unit, routed and off the field. But yes, if you're enjoying the NTW3 action and would like to see some more glorious battles from the Napoleonic era, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. It really does help out the channel. We have more and more dragoons going in, trying to just tie down this cavalry. They got a bit of a flanking charge, but nothing too insane. Yeah, really early fight on this side with the cavalry. Seems like the Prussians going in early, doing a lot of damage. There's some gunshots going off back here. Maybe some skirmishes, I'm not really sure. They might help rout their own cavalry, though, in doing that. Got the Saracens back in here. They're joining with more cuirassiers. I think they've rallied, and they're going to rout once again. Oh, and here we go. Here is the Russian and Austrian 1806 army here. They're going in, and I imagine these are Russian dragoons going in. Looks like it. They're taking on some Uhlans here. Poland looks like they've been routed by the Polish Uhlans. More and more cavalry now appearing. Cossacks going in. Got some Austrian Chevaliers down here as well. It's absolute chaos down here. I can hear shot. Wow, the Prussians fired all the way back here. It's not that insane a range, but bold to fire from that distance. You're going to hit just friend and foe. Polish cav certainly doing a very good job at the moment. Well, Polish, Russian, and whatever other allied cav it is. Yeah, still a bit of a standoff. The HRE yet to commit his horde of cavalry yet, and you can see the British really coming down this road right now. So like Britain is just going to go up this road, and he looks like he's going to just try and flank this French army that's really pushing hard on the Prussians and the Austrian. I wonder if they're just going to totally ignore this other French army that's all the way over here. That's just kind of sitting on its own, not really looking at anything. There's nothing here. The British look like they're coming straight up this road. They're going to cause all sorts of issues for the Imperial forces here. They've got plenty of cav, but the British can form squares. This is also a good thing. Looks like the British cavs also getting scared off by Poles over here. Looks like it's their like little hussar unit or something getting scared off by Uhlans. So there you go, bit of a win there for the French against the British. And you need to be careful to do the British because this cavalry is running in the wrong direction, running away. I guess maybe luring its opponent towards British lines. There's a general just here. The Uhlans could just go and take him out. And I don't know how much they've really sent. It may just be these 5 units. The rest of the British army could be elsewhere. But yeah, the British appearance here has scared off the French, who are now retreating back down towards their 1809 ally over here. Looks like the Prussians are going to hold on to these hills, which is a really good position. They can set up their artillery here. They can start to shell the French as they come up. Yes, if you want to send in your own NTW3 replays or take part in some NTW3 battles and scenarios that feature on the channel, then feel free to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. We always try and make sure we have like a weekly NTW3 stream, so there's always like some battles going on. There's always people as well asking for NTW3 battles. It's one of the more heavily requested Total War games on the server. We've got Jean-Baptiste over here. He's setting up. Yeah, now finally this other 1815, I meant to say, France is on the move. I think they've been maybe told by teammates, you need to get a move on. There's no British army over here to worry about. They moved on. So they got a decent amount of cav as well to support them. They've also brought a Grenadier Cheval. They brought the Ledoux here. So like it's basically Grenadiers on horseback. They're pretty damn nasty. They're like guards, but they're guard cavalry basically. They're scary. What else have they got? Just line infantry and more line infantry. I thought maybe these guys in reserve were going to be guardsmen or something. But no. Just all line infantry really. Nothing too exciting. A lot of it, which is always good to see. Most of it cannot form square. But yeah, France really shaping up for a big cavalry fight. They got their skirms out here as well, ready to go. It's looking very tasty as this fight. I'm glad I picked it. I was told it was supposed to be a really good one, so yeah. And I was just taking a little break from historical battles. We've done a lot on that mini-series of Aspern, and yeah, it's good to be back with NTW3, but you know, just in a bit of a custom one, just a bit of a wild battle. Could have all sorts happen in custom battles. That's what makes them so good sometimes. Sometimes, like in historical ones, even though they're great, like they have to follow like a bit of a script sometimes. It doesn't allow for such versatile plays like in this one. But yeah, Britain now moving forward. He did seem to have like infantry across his entire road moving up. Looks like Britain's changed tack, and he's going to now go back to facing this arriving 1815 France. He realizes his advance was maybe not quick enough in trying to get over here. Maybe he thought he could advance up this road. France would have fallen into his trap, but it seems like the French lights out here maybe had seen him, and the French retreated quickly. Got plenty of light cav of the British. Didn't seem to bring any sort of heavies. I guess you have to make that choice really. Bring heavies, it's pretty expensive, and to bring a whole load of lights. They've also brought a mix of troops. There are some allied troops amongst the redcoats, it seems. So there will be some weak points. But I imagine these Nassaus are okay. They're not going to be trash. But we'll see. So we've got the rifles here. They're going in, getting some shots off on those approaching French. Aim for the officers and the flag bearers. That's what Sharp would say. If you haven't seen the Sharp series, it's definitely worth checking out. An amazing Napoleonic series. It really is. Set in like the Peninsula War mainly. Actually, I mean, there's a lot of running going on, but not a lot of charging. These cuirassiers here keep running around, which is definitely not a good idea. Because, well, cuirassiers are heavy cav, so they tire kind of easily. Don't have them running around unnecessarily. Again, can hear. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The Cossacks going in, and that's against the Chevaliers of Hesse here. I think the Cossacks are going to get routed in this fight. Yep, there you go. Don't know how smart an idea that was, but here we go. This is a bold charge by the Guard Lancers here. They charge into cuirassiers, and there's a whole lot of them. Oh my gosh. Look at the amount of cuirassiers here in this fight. Holy cow. I mean, these aren't all cuirassiers. See, some of these are dragoons. We've got Netherlands cuirassiers in here, though. Oh, that's cool. The Dutch throwing in their own cuirassiers. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Cuirassiers on the either side. Rear charges coming in from the Uhlans, trying to hit these hussars here, breaking them. Lots of cavalry though breaking here. Both cuirassiers and dragoons breaking for the HRE here by the looks of it. Looks like the French have won that fight. That was a pretty quick fight really. Some of those should return. Some of the heavy cav should return. That was a very quick and speedy fight. Over in a matter of seconds really. Over on this side over here, Britain was also opening fire. These Dutch line infantry just getting gunned down, no surprise there. We've got some British artillery set up here. They're putting some holes into these French line infantry. So the British are going to outgun the French, but the French will out-melee them. Glorious for king and country, men. There we go. Already the French trying to get into melee. Sitting in there. 96. They're actually going to rear charge. These British, sorry. Looking the wrong way. Sort it out. looking like, I don't know. Maybe they'll win, maybe they won't. I mean, they're getting in amongst the Nassaus, which is always a good idea. The Nassaus probably have pretty poor melee stats. Here comes the cavalry. Chasseurs going in. They routed that unit on the far side there, but the 96 also routed. Yeah, it seems like both sides really throwing in cavalry. I don't know whether those Nassaus can form a square. Look like they tried to. Yeah, Britain holding on really on that left flank there. Really, really desperate sort of fight. And over on the far side over here, we've got more cavalry fights going on. Looks like the French won a decisive fight out there. There's some dragoons, a Barden, and chasseurs. Routing looks like a little HRE like dragoon unit or something like that. And already looks like the HRE kind of short on cavalry. Their lines are running back. Look at this. Flee for your lives. A line fight getting underway over here though, along with another big cavalry push it seems like. French infantry getting caught up in this time. Prussia now coming forward with some of his beaten up cavalry that's already seen action. Trying to slow down the French infantry. It's kind of hard to see what's going on in amongst the trees. Most of the Austrian, HRE cav has returned. I don't know how well these Prussian lines are really going to sustain in a fight against the French lines. And it seems like, oh no, look at this. The Baden Dragoons, which we just saw one of their flank, are rear charging all this infantry, and they've got in behind. And they've got the French infantry coming in from one flank, and then the Baden Dragoons coming on from another. And this has turned into an absolute catastrophic moment for the HRE. Yeah, the Dragoons getting out of there. We now have Carabiniers coming up, which are like basically a Grenadier light infantry. Yeah, most of that HRE army just obliterated. Yeah, they really need to bring their cavalry back over here to support their own side. Really needs to get back over here. Prussia's going to have to try and fend for itself, and it's having a tough time already. Absolute chaos already. You can see this other army arriving right now. They need to really swing on the French. They need to get in there and try and put the pressure on the Prussians like ASAP. Britain seems like he's holding his own pretty nicely actually against the French. Routed quite a lot of French troops there. That's really made the French rethink their strategy. I don't know if they have anything that can take these buildings, the British, but the French might occupy them. I mean, it's only line infantry, I guess. It's nothing too insane. The French could flank here. The British don't have enough troops to defend this entire line at the moment. But yeah, the British doing quite well out there on that flank. Prussia though, yeah, Prussia and the HRE literally on the brink of destruction it seems like already. Surely not. The HRE trying to hold on with, looks like 4 infantry units, 5 maybe left alive. His cav is still a sizable force out here on this flank. Morale though is already an issue, already just orange there.
Sir, our general is under attack.
The French, by the skin of their teeth, also broke through over here against the Prussians. They need to quickly turn their flank and deal with this other, like, Austro-Russian army here. And what remains of the Prussians. I mean, the HRE, I don't think they need to worry about too much. It seems like this, the Austrian army here can deal with them, the Austrian campaign. It's not looking good, though, here for the coalition. That is for sure. Yeah, you got troops fighting on in there. Yeah. More charging going on. And this is, I think it's the French charging up the hill, but I'm honestly not sure. It could also be these HRE cavalry running across this side of the map. Yeah, it looks like it's the French charging up, and I mean, these are grenadiers down here trying to hold the line against cuirassiers. In come the Austrian cavalry here, or the HRE cavalry. If I call them Austria, I do apologise. It's basically the same thing. They're scaring off some Voltigeurs in the line, but that is it. Not nothing insane. You need to get volleys off into the French. You need to get like point-blank volleys into the French if they're going to even try and stand a chance. The cavalry here trying to surround the French, trying to rout some units, but really not doing enough. The cuirassiers over here, I don't know what they're trying to do. They're trying to maybe shift across back to the center. The flank over here is fully gone. I mean, the French could just swing on around, but it looks like they're shifting center instead. Maybe sending more troops down this way. They feel like they need more against that new Austro-Russian army that's making an appearance. Prussia's got routed here in the center for what might be a second time or a third time. Britain over here now also starting to feel the pain. We've got some grenadiers and cheval here that are breaking through. Wow, this battle has turned on its head. I felt like the British were doing quite a good job on this side over here. Now they're having to rely on a little Hussar unit to hold the line here. Where they hold back these grenadier cheval. Could have put some rounds into them, like artillery, infantry, I don't know. They're going to try and do something. Looks like the French flanking on this side over here, though, did do a pretty good job. The left flank still looks pretty steady, though, for the British, but they're going to have to retreat. Whether it's the town, I don't know. Probably not the best place, but I don't know. There's not many places they can go. The artillery is about to be swamped here by the Ledoux. There you go. They're getting absolutely swamped right now. French cavalry coming in. It's Jean-Baptiste. He's charging in. Oh, brutal! Right at the last moment. That canister there, destroying the cavalry. Really nice. Infantry is pushing forward again for France, as you can see. There's a couple of brave infantry units for Britain that's going to try and hold back the hordes. But yeah, Britain's also looking in a pretty dicey position right now. The only army that's in good condition is this Austro-Russian army here. It just needs to get into the fight and try and just slam into this French army. Whether it's good in melee, I don't know. I imagine they'll have some like Pavlos Grenadiers, yeah. Whether they have more stuff like that that can maybe get into melee, do some damage, I don't know. They've got to get close. That's the thing. Oh. Look at this. Look at these cuirassiers getting gunned down mercilessly. Brutal. It really is. We'll carry on this flank over here. Baden's goons have been routed. But it looks like the chasseurs coming in there are going to rout the Austrians, or the HRE. So, in the end, they won, the French there. Trying to rally what they can with the general here, but they really haven't got enough. I also feel like the HRE didn't have enough mass. They've got a lot of cuirassiers here, like nasty cavalry. I feel like expensive cab. The HRE needs to rely on massive infantry. Like his infantry was nearly wiped out, to be honest, in one big cavalry charge. Still got some that rallied over here, actually. But yeah, one cavalry charge to wipe out all his infantry. I don't know really what happened there. It turned into a bit of a catastrophe. I think we're about to see a bayonet charge from the Pavlos Grenadiers. They're moving up. Double speed, men! These big, angry Russians. Getting ready. Here we go. Well, I say that, they're not really moving at great speeds. There's plenty of other infantry down here, which I have no idea what these guys, some of these units are. The general's been killed off. I imagine that might be the HRE one. Yeah, I'm waiting for that bayonet charge. Still waiting. Here we go, I think. Oh no, they're continuing it bit by bit. They're really blobbing up here as well, which is the real concern. It's just a large blob. Here we go, yeah, over on this side here, looks like the coalition forces are going to get in there. They're going to get pushed back by grenadiers, which is some German ones. I don't know what they are. But the Pavlos Grenadiers will repulse just like that. Wow, I literally turned my back for 2 seconds. I think they might have got a face full of musket balls. Yeah, not looking good. Morale's actually shattered. What has happened here? Morale is shattered. Did they have just poor morale, or was it just like army losses or something? I don't know. They've absolutely shattered. Prussia's set up another line over here, but it's like the flimsiest line I've ever seen. A lot of red and orange morale. Wow, this army went from being in complete good order to being in absolute shambles in a matter of seconds. Yeah, Britain over here fully gone as well. I feel like that Ladue just went like absolutely ham in amongst the lines. They've rallied a few troops back here, but again, not going to do much.
Now they must break.
It looks like Prussia's general might have just been sniped. And then another general's been killed off there. I don't know whose that one was. Maybe the Austro-Russian one, I'm not sure. But yeah, that seems like it's going to be the battle, really. That was one of the quickest NTW3 battles we've done in a long, long time. That is for sure. Yeah, I'm just going to fast forward for now. It's like they just mop up the rest. Personally, I mean, some mistakes were made, to be honest, by the coalitions. They're just forming square over here, making a bit of a defiant stand against the Polish spam of cavalry. That was obviously a constant problem for the coalition. It seemed they just never seemed to get around. It was still this spam of cavalry from this Polish faction, which obviously, you know, that's kind of their strength. They have a lot of cav. Their infantry is pretty so-so. But I certainly think over here, I mean, this is a huge problem. I mean, there's like hundreds of dead HRE troops down here. Just like they got cut down. Yeah, I mean, this shouldn't have been allowed to happen. The HRE left his army without any cavalry support. He sent it all over to the center here, these cuirassiers, in a big futile charge, which didn't really work out in the end. And then his French opponent just came in with like some chasseurs, and I think it was like a dragoonier and a Bardon, and they just wiped out so much because they couldn't form square, or they just didn't form square. Yeah, so I feel like that was, they needed more mass of infantry. I don't think they, and maybe more massive cav. I don't know how many units they had entirely, maybe like 3 or 4. I feel like the HRE in Austria, when I play against them, they always have 6, 7 units of cavalry. It's always like you're always out caved playing against them, but you know that you can beat them potentially. Your cav's possibly like better, but like in theory they can just get behind you and rear charge them. Oh, they got Napoleon over here. I didn't even see. Over on this side, Britain, I feel like he did probably the best out of any of his allies. Still didn't have a great game. I feel like he shouldn't have maybe pushed forward when he had the chance, but there you go, victory there. So we'll this one was sent in by G, so these are G's results, I believe, that we're looking at. I think he was playing as the Austria campaign France, by the looks of it. If 347 kills, I didn't lose a man. Surely not. I mean, these guys must have been running down men, maybe the Calvados. There's no way this unit got 300 kills and no losses. Surely not. It's just Chasseurs got 212 and 30. Losses, not too bad. Yeah, another unit there getting like 200 and only 3 losses. My gosh. Some of his infantry got insane amount of kills to like very little losses. Whether they were just running troops down, that might have been the case. Like, but yeah. Then you got the dragoons here at Bardon, 172 kills, and the grenadiers 114, and they didn't lose a man either. They must have got so many kills at the end of the fight when they were taking on the Austro-Russian army. I'm not really sure. Yeah, some decent kills there. You must have a pretty good score. I'll see if I can find the end results. If not, I do apologize. I hope you did enjoy the NTW3 battle. It certainly had its big cavalry battle. It's CUIRASSIER spam. But yes, it did in the end. Apart from that, the coalition couldn't seem to withstand those French volleys and cavalry charges. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next NTW3 battle. Bye for now.